Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking about the 2023 IFBB Pro League DC Pro Bikini results. You're going to recognize all of these beautiful women. This was such a great show, such an amazing top five. And there were a whole bunch of competitions this weekend. I've got a ton of recaps coming your way. Stay tuned for those. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, last year's top three are automatically qualified, and then every single winner of each show gets to go. Only the winner. No points, no tiered system. It is simply one girl who gets their ticket to the Olympia. So here's the scorecard, and looking at our top five, we've got Jessica in first, Maria in second, Tara in third, Adair in fourth, and Raquel in fifth. So here's Raquel in fifth place. She's so statuesque, absolutely stunning. I saw her with my own eyes at the Toronto Pro, and she's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful hair, beautiful posing, really tall, just amazing. I particularly love her legs. I think you really notice the size in her sweep on the back leg. You notice her hamstring in the front leg. She's got really nice definition that you get a good outline of the quad. You've got some detail in this back leg. But mostly what I love is just this roundness and this fullness. I think her legs look really good. She also has a nice stomach, really flat, good oblique, a little bit of ab definition coming through. And I like the way she's posing in this picture even better than at the Optimum. So even though the lighting was nicer and she was brighter and it's a beautiful picture, I feel like somehow she's just a tiny bit less leaning down with this shoulder. She just seems really upright. Her chest seems really tall and high, shoulders back and open. It makes her stomach look even more straight, and I notice the hourglass just ever so more sharply than I did here. I know it's super subtle, but to me there's a tiniest bit of this shoulder is higher, whereas here they just seem a little bit more level, and it makes a difference to my eye at least. The only thing that I thought when I compared her in the lineup is that even though she has a really nice size to the delts, I do think she could have a little bit more of that fullness and height up in this part, right at the very top. I think that she's not as full and round in her upper body as she is in her lower body. I really notice those beautiful legs. But I love her package. I love her hair. I love her makeup. I love just her whole vibe. She's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, next in fourth place is Adair. Just stunning. She's another athlete I saw live with my own eyes on stage. She really has a beautiful stage presence. You definitely can't help but notice her. Great suit, love the color, lots of sparkle, beautiful makeup. I love this lip color. The hair is so dark and gorgeous. Tan looks great. I really love her delts as well. She's got a lot of size and a lot of beautiful curve, and then a really nice amount of definition to pull out the tricep. A little bit of a line, like she just has just the right amount where she's got nice curves in her arms without being too much. It looks beautiful. Really nice small waist, great detail in her obliques. She's got such a great shape. Really big glute. Like her size is awesome. A lot of muscle, beautiful curve. I like that the curve is really like that backwards letter C, right? It's very round, right from the hip all the way down to her hamstring. And she's got great hamstrings too. Lots of beautiful curves. She's got some nice definition on the front leg and then just a little bit of detail coming through on the back leg. And that's where I think compared to Toronto, she's just ever so slightly more conditioned. Here I'm seeing a little bit more of those lines, whereas here it was kind of just more smooth. So I'm loving this look. I think it looks really good. She looks really put together, really polished, and just fabulous. Okay, next in third place is Tara. I think she looks stunning. I love her delts. Her delts stand out to me in this top 5. She's got a lot of size. She's got a lot of roundness, a lot of height, really good shape. She's got some width and really nice balance between the edge of her delt, the edge of her glute. So great proportions. She's just got that beautiful hourglass shape. I think she also looks even leaner than we've ever seen her. And to me, her stomach looks super flat. She's got some great detail coming through on her serrata. She'll have to be careful. You don't want too much, but I like it. And I really notice a lot of detail in this back leg. As well, the quad. I think this is the most outlined we've seen it certainly in these 3 pictures. The groove in her hip is super easy to see as well. So I love it. She's got this really nice hardness and muscularity and firmness, and she just looks really cool. I think it's a really good look on her. Nice lines, great curve to her glute, beautiful suit. I love the makeup, love her hair. Her posing is really nice too. I think you get a good view at how tiny her waist looks and that great hourglass shape. And this posing to me is also better than at the Nevada. To me at the Nevada, she looks a little bit more crunched, a little bit more closed in this curve of her back. But here I feel that she looks really open, really tall, and you really get a good look at that beautiful S. All right, in second place is Maria. She looks so good. Great tan, super dark, really nice midsection. She's got this really nice flatness, really tiny waist, but it's not like a crazy amount of definition. It's just really beautifully defined lines in the obliques and that flatness in the front. Perfect. I think she's got some beautiful definition coming down the leg. This line is nice and sharp. A little bit of detail here in the back leg. She's got some nice curve to her glute as well. I wish that she could have just a little bit more roundness on the top up in here, but I think she's got a really good size. Her frame is, she seems to me like she's quite petite. She's not too tall, but she has a nice amount of muscle to really fill out her frame. I do also think she's got some nice delts. Her balance is really good and really nice hourglass shape as well. I think from a makeup perspective, she really looked quite beautiful at the Clash. I'm not sure what was different. Maybe it's the brighter lip or a little bit more blush. It could just be the lighting too. But I love her posing. I think she has a very unique way of posing. Just her foot is quite pointed to the front. It just shows off that quad so nicely, and she just looks really natural and easy, and it's not like a really contorted, forced pose, even though I'm sure it is. I'm sure she's really twisting in real life, but she looks really just like, I'm just beautiful. So I love it. Okay, and now Jessica in first place. This is so exciting. I love when you have a competitor that's always so close in the top 5 and then they finally get that first place and you just feel happy for them and excited. And I'm certainly can't wait to see her at the Olympia. So I really notice how tiny her waist is. Extremely small. There's just the right amount of definition. You've got that little bit of oblique kind of shining through and that flatness to her stomach. Just absolutely gorgeous. What a nice, smooth midsection. And you really notice her delts. She's not the largest lady on stage. She's not the widest, but she's got really good shape. They come out nice and far, good fullness on the sides. So she's got that width and great definition. I find that her detail is really good in that she's certainly lean. You've got lots of curves. You've got some grooves. You've got a little bit of outlining. Her legs have some nice definition, the line coming down her quad, and yet she still has a lot of fullness and softness as well. You don't have many lines or details coming through on the back leg. Her abs aren't super hard, with like six pack, a little bit of definition for sure, but she still has that like softness at the same time as she has those lines in all the right places. I like her hair. I like her lips, look so full, beautiful pink color. Again, the tan looks awesome. Nice shade with that beautiful suit. And she just looks gorgeous. I maybe would raise this hand just a tiny bit higher just to bring your eye a little bit up more towards the lats and really show off the curve. But I think she's pretty flawless. Okay, so here's the lineup. I notice a few things right off the bat. Number one, I see Tara's delts. Great size, great shape, beautiful curves. I notice also her definition in that back leg. It's got a really nice round sweep and a bit of detail coming through. I notice Maria's line on her quad. She's got this really great, deep, chiseled out groove. And this is where I think she could use that size a bit more in the top of her glute. Just when you see her next to some of these other girls that have a little bit more of that smooth curve. I notice Adair's delts. I notice her posing is really flattering to really show off that shape. And what crazy good hamstrings she has in this front leg. Looks awesome. Very bubbly and round. Raquel, of course, I notice her lower body. She's got such beautiful curves in her quads. Lots of fullness. But this is where I notice particularly that she needs a little bit more to the upper body. The delts could be a little bit more popping. And then Jessica, as I said before, she's not the most muscular, she's not the tallest, she's very petite, but her frame looks awesome. Great balance, really good definition in the front leg, good curves in the back leg, tiniest waist on the whole stage, extremely small midsection, and the delts look awesome. They're beautifully shaped and really nicely outlined. And then from behind, Jessica, I think here does a really good job of having the size in her legs, really large glutes. Like when you compare Jessica with Maria right beside her, the glutes are so large, great development in the muscle and really easy to see the glute ham tie-ins and just a little bit of hamstring. I think Adair maybe could have had a tiny bit more definition coming down into the back of her legs, just a tiny bit. I think you also really notice that beautiful hourglass shape on Jessica. I think Maria's waist looks really nice and small from behind. Tara, I thought she had really nice overall shape, particularly this V taper, but I felt that maybe her legs were a little too far apart and could just bring them in a tiny bit more, a tiny bit. Raquel, awesome curves to the inside of her legs, is beautiful. Okay, so Jessica qualified for Olympia. Okay, I've got more recaps from last weekend and also more contests coming up this weekend. So make sure you subscribe, give me a like if you like this video, comment below your thoughts, and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.